Every single person in this room at some point in their lifetime has gone to the doctor for a prescription of antibiotics to treat an infection. Most of the time, the antibiotics are effective and the infection is cleared successfully. But what about persistent infections that don't go away, even after countless rounds of treatment? The reality is, clearing some bacterial infections is extremely difficult because the bacteria are tolerant to antibiotics. One reason why many bacteria are tolerant to antibiotics is because they form a biofilm upon infection. A biofilm is a community of bacteria that form when bacteria, as shown here in pink, attach irreversibly to a surface and excrete a slime as shown here in green. And this slime acts as a shield that can protect the bacteria against antibiotics. One crucial component of the slime that I want to talk about today are these long sugar chains called alginate. And to better understand how bacteria tolerate antibiotics, we want to learn more about how these bacteria make these alginate sugar chains. So if we take a look inside the bacteria, we see these alginate producing complexes, and they make and export the sugar chains. Also inside the bacteria, we have this enzyme called AlgL, and it can chop up these long sugar chains. And to us, this seemed counterintuitive. Why do the bacteria have an enzyme that can chop up the exact same sugar chains they're working so hard to make for their biofilms? Well, we recently discovered that this enzyme is actually critical for bacterial survival during sugar production. Bacteria that have this enzyme while they are making their alginate sugars are able to survive and grow and make a biofilm. However, bacteria that do not have this enzyme present do not survive. And we think this is because not all of the alginate sugars get properly transported out of the bacteria. Some stay trapped inside. And we think it's this enzyme's job to clean up the sugars that get trapped and prevent their lethal accumulation inside the bacteria. Essentially, this enzyme AlgL is crucial for bacteria that are making alginate sugars for their biofilms. And with this new piece of information, we now know a little bit more about how bacteria can tolerate antibiotics and how they make their biofilm slime. And the more we can understand about these antibiotic-tolerant bacteria, the better our chances are of finding a treatment that can circumvent the issue of this protective biofilm and finally be able to treat those persistent and difficult infections. Thank you.